Alright, in this video we're going to take another look at the OGT or OAA calculator, depending on your grade level, and just look at some features that you can use while you're taking the OAA or OGT test that maybe may or may not know about. Today we're going to focus on fractions and just how to manipulate, how to use fractions when using this calculator. So the first thing that we are going to do is just basically how do you type in fractions on this calculator. So taking a look at this particular calculator, again you want to turn it on obviously, and then to type in a fraction, what you are going to see is a button right here. It has a big A and then a B/C. Well, that means B over C. And you also see some scribbling in yellow here. So, but we're just going to focus on what is in the red button, white writing to A with a B over C. What I am going to do is I'm going to write, you'll see me pulling this on the screen here, 3/5. I want to write 3/5 as a fraction on this, on the calculator. So I'm going to type in a 3 and then jump up here to this button, and you'll see kind of like a backwards L. That is the slash, and then fifths. So this represents 3/5. I'm just going to press equals, and you'll see what it looks like when it's shown in the screen down here at the bottom right. So it does end up being a slash. Now, when you're looking at mixed numbers, such as, let's say we have, let's go ahead and change this. Instead of 3/5, we're going to have 3 and 3/5. So we have a whole in the 3, and then we have a fraction in the 3/5. So I'm going to jump over to the calculator. I'm going to go ahead and clear this out, and I'm going to type that in. So I'm going to push 3. Whoops. Let's go ahead and delete that. If we have 3, we're going to push the fraction button, and then 3 again, push the fraction button again, and then the 5. Now when we push the equal sign, you're going to see how that's going to show up in our screen. You have 3, you have what looks like a little U, so the 3 and 3/5 is what we have here. So when you type it in the calculator like this, this is how it's going to show up in the answer screen. So now that just shows you how to type in the fractions. I want to show you some of the other features that you can use with fractions as well. For example, looking at improper fractions. Let's say we have 25/4, and you may know how to write 25/4 as an improper fraction, how to write that as a mixed number, but you want to check your answer. So we're going to go ahead and type that in. So 25/4, as you see there. And then I'm going to push enter. And what you'll see is it actually writes it as a mixed number for you. So you have 6 and 1/4 is the mixed number form of 25/4. So that's one cool feature that you have using this calculator. Now let's say you want to go in reverse. You want to take the 3 and 3/5, and you actually want to write that as an improper fraction. What we're going to do is, this is where you're going to use the second button that we have here and that same fraction key. So I'm going to push second, and I'll push that same fraction key. And notice it says A and S, that's for answer, so it's taking that answer, and what it's going to do is it's going to change it from a mixed number to an improper fraction, as you see there. So I'm going to go ahead and go down here, push the equal sign, and it changes that mixed number into an improper fraction. So you can go back and forth. You can change an improper fraction to a mixed number and vice versa. So let's go ahead and clear that out. Okay, so we've looked at improper fractions, and actually mixed numbers to go with that. And then the last thing I want to look at is just operations with fractions. So, and this is fairly simple. As long as you know how to type in the fractions in the calculator, let's say we have something like, I'm going to pull this down. Let's say you have 3/5 plus 2/3. 3/5 plus 2/3. I want to type that in the calculator. 3 fraction fifths. So that's just a fraction key. So 3/5 plus 2/3. So just like that. And remember, when you're adding a fraction, you actually have to have common denominators. Now, if you do it using this calculator, it does that for you. But you do want to be cautious that you are doing what you need to be doing as far as you can't always rely on the calculator. You got to make sure that you type it in correctly. It's only as good as how you are using it. So go ahead and type that in. Press the enter key, and you'll see it gives you the answer in mixed number form. So 1 4/15. So now you can use any operation. Let's say we have 1/2 times 4/9. Type that in, press enter, and it's as simple as that. And that is how you deal with fractions using this type of calculator.